Try to cheese them. They don't expect to get wastelanded from me. Like, I have 2 bolts to deal with this Darcy. Oh, they're screwed. Alright, welcome back everybody. So today we're going to be playing some Legacy. We're playing Hamp 214's Blue-Red Tempo list that he won a 214 player event in Belgium, Eternal Mania. There were a couple big events that weekend, but he took down the big one with this list, and we're going to play it today. Hamp loves having like mismatched cards and requested that I do the same thing. I can't bring myself to do that, but what I will do, because I have to use my other account, because there's a few missing cards that I don't want to buy, and what I will do is use this ugly spattering of cards that they have automatically provided. Hamp also wanted me to shout out Brukowski, who apparently designed the official Pride beer for the year. I'm not a big beer drinker, but I did manage a liquor store for a number of years, so I'm pretty familiar with the craft beer scene. It looks like it's just a light lager, but looks like a pretty cool design. I didn't realize they had like an official Pride beer of the year, but here it is. It's pretty cool. Okay, so this deck is sweet. I mean, most of you know I used to play Tempo. These days I play pretty much just combo, Storm, that sort of thing. But I do like a good Tempo deck, and Blue-Red is certainly up my alley. One thing I notice immediately is blue count is somewhat low for a Tempo deck, but I think that is kind of counteracted by the card selection that you get from Darcy and having 6 Baubles. All these additional cantrips, you're going to find the blue cards. And if you have a Force to No blue card, but you start with a Darcy and then Bauble, you have 2 additional looks. It's kind of how 8 cast used to survive with a lower blue count. Of course, that doesn't necessarily hold true if you're on the draw, because you have what you have in your hand. And that also means you have a pretty low threat density. When I say pretty low, I just mean slightly lower than what is normal, but these numbers make sense, again, when you have just a bunch of additional cantrips, right? You don't just have the 4 Ponder for Brainstorm, you also have 2 Preordained, and then you have 6 Baubles. So you're really just looking to shred through your deck so that you can power out Murktides, power up your Darcys, get the card selection that you need, and keep casting spells so that you can trigger Cori-Steel. And otherwise, it's pretty straightforward. We've got like the 5th removal card is Chain Lightning, so that you can keep going face, which makes sense. Very aggressive with Cori-Steel, multiple petty thefts, even another one on the board. I guess the only thing that strikes me is, I don't want to say odd, but I can't like immediately off the top of my head figure necessarily what it's for, and that is Submerge. But if it comes up, we'll play it. I mean, it's pretty good against lands, I suppose. Maybe that's pretty much it. Otherwise, we have some more stack-based interaction, graveyard stuff, Meltdown, Pyroblast, some of the usual suspects. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I do, of course, want to thank Hamp14 for the donation deck. This should be fun, and see you all in the first round. All right, here we go, round 1 against Don Mars. I will say we'll have, I don't want to call it Brewer's advantage, but the advantage where nobody is going to expect me to be playing Tempo. And this hand is fine, we can keep it. Probably just lead on a Bauble with the Pseudo Scribe with the Flooded Strand. Opponent has mulliganed. Go pieces, good luck, big fan, so they're not going to expect this. They mulled to 5. Let's Bauble. What we got here? Ponder. Yeah, I'm just gonna play Vulcan pass. I'll take the Ponder. Still Brainstorm if we really need to find some interaction. Sure, the opponent is currently suspicious. I will end step the Brainstorm just because we have so many cantrips to cast. There's a Darcy. One of these cards are going. I'm gonna get rid of one of the bolts. And we'll fetch I'm gonna fetch before I play Darcy so that I have priority and can cast the cantrip immediately. So that can't be the real TonyScapone. He would never play Delver. Alright, let's ponder the Bauble. I already have Delirium, so I don't necessarily need this. A Daze. Yeah, I will keep these. Hopefully they're good. Underground Mortuary. I feel like this is the Epic Storm. I feel like this Daze is not going to be enough. But we'll see. There's a Thoughtseize. I mean, I don't think the Epic Storm is playing main deck Thoughtseize right now, but they have been trying a lot of different things. Do take the Daze. So I'm going to Brainstorm, bin this fetch. I wouldn't mind drawing a fetch, but I do want higher chances of finding a force. We did not find one. Let's put Bolt and Petty Theft away. Maybe even just Darcy. Kind of wish I'd kept that land now, honestly. It was a bit greedy to bottom it. I'll get rid of the Petty Theft. Then I'm going to Ponder. Grave that. Oops, all red cards, huh? I'm going to Shuffle. Get in for 3. We have not found a force. Alright, they're doing nothing. That's good news. Ponder's not bad. Go Preordain first. I will take a Wasteland. Bottom the Bolt. Take the Wasteland. Really looking for a force here. Another Wasteland. I'm going to say no. There's a good chance that Wasteland's really good. But, jeez, where are the forces at? Alright, we got double Daze. Take out their Underground Sea. They prevent a Brainstorm. Okay. Well, they find another land. Still not doing anything. Brainstorm. Let's go. Second Darcy. Cast the Brainstorm. Yeah, I'll keep this Wasteland this time. I'd rather find a force, but maybe we find both. Not a chance. Alright, let's put these cutters away. We'll keep these Dazes looking good. And while we put them to 8, we have lethal next turn. Now, in my mind, there's 2 ways to play this, and I kind of took the other way. One is desperately try to find more interaction, and 2, concede to the fact that you don't have a lot of interaction and just lean into going super aggressive. I felt like we had enough cantrips and looks that we'd be very likely to find interaction, and we did with the Dazes. It's a bummer we didn't find forces. It's usually a route that you don't necessarily want to take if you don't have any threats, depending on what you're playing against, of course. Certainly context dependent. There's a Burning Wish. Now you could Daze there to try to cut them off of colors, but a Dark Writ could definitely foil that plan, although then you could double Daze. That's an LED. That's a Dark Writ. That's a mini Tendrils. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna upkeep this Bolt and get rid of these cutters. They still have lethal next turn either way. Baubles not bad at all. Still haven't found a force. There it is. They're gonna land on top. It's gonna be pretty tough for them to get through this. Like, if they have a dragon in their hand, then maybe. Because they can go land, crack LED, and activate. But it would still be tough for them to get us. Alright, we got game 1. I do like Cage against them. Hydroblast, Force and Negation, Meltdowns, and Consign. These basically will replace in some number cards that they could be potentially better than, but I don't necessarily love them. So let's see here. We can definitely go down on some threats. Like, Cori's pretty slow. We don't need Chain Lightning or Bolts. We can trim a land. The basic. So like right there, I'd rather have first Surgical than 19th land. They're pretty good with Cutter. I feel like I could make room for some. Pyro's really not bad either. Brazen Borrower's not the best. They're not an Infernal Tutor deck. Let's cut those. Play a Pyro. One more Bauble, play another Pyro. I don't think I want all 3 Pyros, but I don't mind having a reasonable chance of having one in my hand. It can really help for when the opponent, like, does a couple things, and you can counter those, and then they have, like, LED Echo at the end of the sequence. I will say, Brazen Borrower, it's nice that it's a flash threat, because you can hold up interaction. This doesn't have a force, but I am going to keep it. We do have Surgical, which is unlikely to, like, be very good right here, but we're also pretty high chance to get a turn. And then we got Darcy Bauble. We do have a Daze. Could be a coward and just cast Ponder or Preordain, but I'm not going to do that. I want to get on board. Double surgical. I'm actually going to say yes to it. They've got a Chromox on top. There's plenty of situations where these surgicals are really going to suck, but sometimes you just win because of it. They echo, you can remove some key pieces. Defense grid is definitely obnoxious. A surgical to get a trigger? I don't think so. Yeah. Hopefully, okay, they don't have LED echo. Let's go for Ponder. Bottom the Ponder. Other Daze and some lands. I'm gonna shuffle these. Play the Bauble. Bottom Consign. Bauble ourself. I'm just gonna go Thundering Falls so that I have mana to interact with this defense grid next turn. And hopefully we don't die right now. Reasonable chance we're dead though. Ooh. Alright, we're getting a turn. We still need to try to find something better. Let's go Darcy, Reardane, bottom Bauble, bottom Pyro, bottom these. There we go. Let's waste them. Get in for 3. They're gonna surveil. They keep it on top. We could surgical. I think I'm going to. Oh, no surveil. Fair enough. They have one in hand. No imprint. Available. LED. Echoing. Okay. Alright. These cards are not bad, but we're probably dead. It's a Dark Root. No Mox. LED. Burning Wish. For Beseech. And Beseech for Tendies. Well done. Yeah, defense grid is brutal. So, I'm going to play... I forgot they're playing defense grid. Not that they're always going to be playing it, because, like I said, they've been trying a bunch of different things. I'm going to cut another Cori and play the Brazen Borrowers. These can bounce defense grids, and we can play a threat while holding up interaction. And it's more blue cards. In fact, I think Cori is just... should be not in the deck. Could play one Murktide. Let's do that. Alright, we have a Consign, we have Bauble, Fetch. Okay. I mean, we have seen a shocking low amount of forces. But we had a lot of cantrips. Hopefully Consign can pull us through the first turn. Play Bauble. Not want another land. Fetch that away. Ponder is fine. Going to cast the Brainstorm. Surgical, double Bauble. Get rid of this surgical. Preordain it away. Oh. I'll take the Meltdown. And just pass. We got a Force on top, that's nice. I would imagine they're going to surveil. Oops. I meant to activate Bauble. What? Why would they leave that on top? Are they just desperate for a Chromox imprintable? They're not desperate, but like, as long as it's an imprintable. I don't think there's any other circumstance in which you'd leave it. Well, I guess... no, I don't know. Weird. We'll let Petal go. Thoughtseize. Okay. Do need to get on board. One more land and we could play a Brazen Borrower. The Consign. Exile Guyswell with the Petal. Sure. Wasteland is nice. Cage is pretty good too. I'm gonna wait a turn though. I want to play a threat. They blast through this force. After sacking a Petal to suspend Guyswell, then whatever. Raw Dog a Burning Wish. An Echo. Pretty good for a Cage. Hydro. Okay, so let's hit there. His Veil is annoying. I'll hit the green source. Play Cage. Hold up Hydro and Force. This is a pretty good spot to be on. They might get a land off a guy as well. Oof. Another waste. That's brutal. I'm down to 11. I really don't see them getting out of this, but it is possible. I think I just surveil with that land. I don't want to cast this Ponder. I do, but I would if I had another blue card. Floodmaw, the Cage. Fine. I don't want to get veiled. This guy as well. I guess I'm getting veiled here. You know what? I don't know why I wasn't thinking of Guy as well. I was thinking more of the Echo in their hand. I probably should have tried to go after that Floodmaw. Either way, I think Veil is a problem for us. I am going to pitch cast. Because if they do have to Echo, I want my mana up. Okay, they just didn't have it. But now they have Echo and 4 other cards. I'd be in a lot better shape if I had fought over the Floodmaw to gamble. We know they have Echo in hand already. There's not much reason to counter this. I think they're like maybe trying to find Thoughtseize. The Echo directly. I wish I had that surgical. No, they went for another LED. Okay. Probably dead. Almost definitely dead. Thoughtsees us, yep. Took the surgical. Strange. We'll let the Dark Rit go. No, just didn't matter. GG's. Yeah, I should have fought over that bounce spell. It was a punt. It was a punt. I was just forgetting about Guy as well. That's alright. See you in round 2. Round 2 playing against NK1913. No threats in this hand. We do have a force and 2 bolts, 2 lands. On the draw, we have a Bauble. A mulliganed. I don't think I'm supposed to keep these hands, but I'm going to just because of how many cantrips we have. And being on the draw and having Bauble. Like, it's definitely right on the fence. I just don't know. Okay. It's at least like a pseudo-mirror situation. This hand is pretty decent against that. Could try to cheese him out. I'm gonna Bauble first. Get a Daze. Let's try to cheese him. They don't expect to get Wastelanded from me. Like, I have 2 bolts to deal with this Darcy. Oh, they're screwed. I guess technically I'm supposed to do this on their upkeep. Love to see it. Their land. I'm gonna fetch before I preordain. Cori-Steel and Bauble. That's perfect. I will pass. Alright, they found a land. Cast the preordain. Bottom. Let's go land. My Moto's going so slow right now. Let's go Cori. If we have to fight over it, we don't get the trigger. But I can just hold the Bauble for next turn. No fight. Love it. Trigger, yes. Bauble. Darcy, I will keep that. More threats is good. And they are off it. Alright, Moto just freaked out for like a whole minute. We want Pyro and Hydro. We can definitely trim some force. Probably just supposed to cut him entirely. Let's try that. Maybe I'm supposed to trim a Daze and play the 3rd Borrower. We'll keep this. Alright, they gonna turn 1 threat? They do. And a Bauble. Alright. Second land is pretty nice. Go ahead and play our own Darcy. Play our own Bauble. Bottom the preordain. And crack the Bauble. You've got a Wasteland on top. That stinks. Another Bauble. They didn't play the Wasteland. They're gonna play Cori. Another Darcy. And then Ponder. Yeah, this is looking a little rough. We can find removal. We might be in okay shape. Another Darcy. Okay. Well, can try to do some trades. I'm actually just gonna fetch Bauble first. Maybe I should have done the second main. Hydro's nice. Put that on top. If they Wasteland us, we might be able to blow them out with Daze and Hydro. But they're drawing a Tameo. Wasteland me. Nice. Now they can't really afford to fight over this Hydro. They really should have attacked first. Or if they do fight over it, I can just pick up this land now. Alright, Bolt is great. Keep that. Just Tameo. See if we can Daze this. Let them surveil first. Still gonna keep the Bolt. Yep, they get their own Daze. So now they have a land and 1 unknown. Try to kill this Tameo. I'm not gonna attack first, they're not gonna block. I'm gonna bottom this, we need to find more lands. Alright, that worked. Preordain's fine. Left a card on top. We really don't want to get Wastelanded. Another Tameo. If we can Daze it, I will leave the Bolt. That worked. Nice. And we'll just bolt this while they're tapped out. Wasteland of our own. I think we keep it. Get in for another 3. Brainstorm's fine. I'm gonna Daze this Ponder. Want them Brainstorm locked. Also prevents us from getting Wastelanded. We'll waste them. Room to 6. Another Brainstorm, okay. Right, and they Bauble. Oof. They know this Wasteland is coming. Yeah. Out of there. Sweet. 1-on-1. See you round 3. Hey everyone, thanks for making it this far. Just wanted to thank everybody, and if you're looking for more, show you where you can find that. If you go to the description below, you can find all of my links. If you go further down in the comments, you can also find my links for bring you to my Patreon, various tiers for Discord access, early access, sideboard guides, donation decks, coaching sessions. You can also check out the podcast within those links, as well as my Twitch, where I do most of my content. You can see the commands that you can use in the chat. Let's say you do dono. You're wondering how to get a link, how to do it. Tells you right here. And the members Discord is within the Storm, MTG Storm community. And of course, it's always going to help if you hit the like and subscribe. So thanks again. Keep storming, y'all. Round 3 against Cephalid. Run the play. I do think we can keep this. I mean, it's another fair matchup. I'm going to test the limits. Again, we have no threat. We do have Thundering Falls for card selection. Kind of hinges on whether Wasteland and Bolt is good, or if we find a threat. Not a threat. Ooh, probably worst case scenario. Let them cast Cabal Writ. Another Cabal Writ. And hope they don't have a Spirit Guide. Or a Pact. Eh, they didn't realize. Oh, my C key is not working. What the heck? Neither is V. Very strange. Now we get to Wasteland them. This isn't looking too bad. We do have to find a threat still. Like so far they got nothing. Got another dude in their hand. There we go. Let's get this Darcy into play. My H key isn't working either. I don't know what's going on with my laptop right now. I don't think I want to upkeep Bolt. I'm going to ponder a lot of bolts. Cori-Steel. If I keep this, can I kill them next turn? I don't think so, no. Let's bottom it, ponder. Alright, they're off it. We can take the Force. Thundering Falls the Valk away and then draw a blue card. Alright, we want Cage. We might want Pyro for Pact. Play the Surgicals. Force. Consigns. I'm gonna cut Cori-Steel. Chain Lightning. 2 bolts. One of the Baubles and an island. Play a couple Pyroblast. Maybe one more Bauble. No. Yeah, we'll play Brazen Borrower. Because we did take 4 threats out. It's a flash threat. It's blue. It's non-zero that they play Belcher and we can bounce it. Alright, I mean, got a Force, we gotta keep it. It might not be enough. They only mulliganed once. Tapland go. I like that. I'm gonna waste them. I know it's pretty close. You can play Thundering Falls, but they go Tapland go. This will probably get us another turn anyways. I was hoping to draw another Force or an untapped land, but Daze? Yeah, I'll keep Tapland go again. Alright, let's try to find another land. Not exactly what I meant. I think we keep it. We can just cantrip past it again. Makes our days better. A lot of lands. Be a coward and cast Preordain. There we go. Yeah, just hold up Brainstorm Pyroblast. I'm gonna hold the Brainstorm. That's a good draw. Darcy and pass. I could try to like find a cage. I think I'm just chilling. They thought sees. I think I just hold on to the Brainstorm. They got nothing. I'm still gonna hold the Brainstorm. Bauble. Play out a Murktide. Fetch one of these. Go Bauble. Bottom Bauble. See what we have on top. Land. Fetch that away as well. Don't think I want to Brainstorm. I'll just pass. Get a card deeper here. We can cast Brazen Borrower and step. Just gonna keep on playing lands, huh? Fine with me. That's good. Alright, I'll play land. Cage. Force on top, yes. Attack. I could like cast Brainstorm so that I hit harder with Darcy, but actually having a Force on top is perfect. Cabal Writ, sure. Belcher. Belcher. I'm gonna pick up my Thundering Falls. Attempt to Daze. They probably have a Spirit Guide. We'll leave the Force on top. Then we Force. Pitching Murktide. They Pact. We have this Pyroblast. But let's see if we can force Belcher first. Leave Force on top. Then we can just win from the Pact. The Thundering Falls back in the deck. Well, at this point I can just consign it, huh? And they're kind of screwed. Yeah, in fact I'm going to put the Pyroblast back. And then we'll fetch. Then consign with Replicate. Then we can just let the Pact resolve, and then they lose to their own Pact. We still have a Force. Easy game. See you round 4. Round 4 against Lorenz. On the draw. My keyboard's back. Sure, we'll keep this. No Force, no Daze. That's okay. Maybe. Hopefully. Alright, we get another mirror. I do think it's right to try and cheese them. Kind of the same situation as before. Okay, no land so far. They have a land. The Wasteland. That's fine. I think I want to bolt it in their draw step. It gives them one more draw, but if they force it, they won't get another look at a land. I think that's the better play. I'd rather do it draw step than main phase, because if they did draw land, they can play it. Then we can get dazed. Alright, no force. Wasteland us a land. Nice. Thundering Falls. Hopefully find another land. I will bottom that. Hold the Bauble. Find a land we can go Cori into Bauble. If not, we can just go Darcy into Bauble. Can we fade another turn? They drew Bauble. Means they have a higher chance of hitting land next turn. Come on, land. Come on. Sweet. I'm just going to keep playing on non-basics. Let's go Cori. No force. Love it. And we are officially ahead. Did they find it? They did not. Oh, brutal. Yeah, let's just go double Darcy here. Pour it on. You just can't come back from this. They hit it. Gets a basic. Ponder. Yeah, they're dead. Probably should upkeep the bolt, but this is a good draw. Let's go Brainstorm. Force. Sure. It's actually pretty good. Get rid of Steel Cutter and a land. Bolt. I think that's lethal. Yeah. Cheese them out again. The deck is just, it's low enough on lands. When you're playing against me, you're not expecting Wasteland, so instead of like casting Ponder on one, people feel safe to play Darcy and pass. I think, again, I just want Hydro Pyro, cut the forces. Could play Borrower number 3 over like one of the Dazes. It's still just really good. It's very good in the matchup. You can't afford to really play around Daze. You gotta keep casting your cantrips, and I think even on the draw, I just want all 4. Alright, here we are. Land, double Bauble. Yeah. It's not the best hand, but I'll keep it. Looking for lands and removal. And 1 Darcy. Alright, found second land. We can find a bolt. Third land? No. I'm gonna hold this Bauble, though. With a Steel Cutter. Wasteland is not terrible. If they tap out, I think we let stuff resolve. And then we can use Daze to protect our Steel Cutter. Just passing, huh? Certainly an interesting spot. Play land and Ponder. Hydro's nice. I don't need another Cori. Take the Hydro Blast. Pass. They Wasteland us, we can start. We can cast this Hydro. They put a Wasteland in their graveyard. Interesting. Not going to shuffle at all. Stifle would be a beating. This is going to be a Cori. Yep. Use a card on top. Bauble. Still playing around Daze. Is pretty good for them. Bauble us. They see the Brainstorm. We'll take 3. Just going to surveil here. Darcy. You can go Darcy Hydro. I want to go Steel Cutter Bauble. Then Hydro. Their Steel Cutter. Bad against Daze. Alright, let's keep it. Go up to 4. I think I'm going to play it safe. Hydro it. Pyro, I can Daze. They have Force. They do get a Steel Cutter trigger. Ponder. Keep a Ponder. Did it work? Excellent. Hold this Wasteland. It's going to pay for Steel Cutter next turn, hopefully. They've got a Ponder. Now they got Delirium. We should probably trade. We're behind right now. But they'll probably find something to kill ours. Ugh. Waste our waste. Really? Does not seem like a good play. I think we still lose here. Okay. We get to trade. It was pretty great for us. Let's hope we don't get dazed. Wow. Crazy. They have. Do have a Pyro. I think I still just want to hold back. Alright, land is kind of nice. Darcy's fine. Ponder. If they want to Pyro it. I think I want this Wasteland. And Bauble won't be bad. Following turn. Waste them. Probably gonna float red. I still can't believe they wasted our waste. Maybe it was a misclick. I'm still gonna cast my Ponder. Yep, they blast it. Do I attack? I think so. I'm not gonna equip. They just take it. Next turn we go Murktide Bauble. Darcy gets in. Bauble's fine. They left it on top. See what it is. Land, Murktide, take out Ponder, Ponder, Daze. We have land, artifact, creature, take the other Ponder. If this Murktide gets in, play the Bauble, Bauble us, Pyroblast. Yeah. Pyro does not seem bad. I mean, I feel way far ahead, but we'll see what happens. Nope, we got him. Pretty easy. Crushing these tempo mirrors. 3-1, see you in the final round. Okay, final round against Pvnisher. Run the draw. 3 lands, couple brainstorms. I'm gonna keep it. It's another one of those, no threats. I'd feel better if one of these brainstorms were like a ponder, or even a preordain, or if I had a fetch. Turn 1 Tameo. Well, I would prefer to have none of that. Could hold the Bauble. I think I just want to play it though. Get further into my deck. They're drawing a ponder. Ah, of course we draw the Cori. I mean, I'm still not unhappy about it, but that would have been the perfect draw to keep the Bauble. Now we just want to draw a Bauble. See, oh, we do. That's hilarious. Cori, and they force. I mean, I think once again, I do want to just get deeper into the deck. They're going to surveil here. No. Interesting. That could mean they have a lot of basics and they're not playing surveil. Or I guess they pondered, so more likely they just want, they knew what was there and they want it. Alright, Bauble draw, Savannah. Interesting. Lots of baubles. Yes, the Brainstorm. Ew. Yeah, let's draw through all this. I'm gonna Wasteland them. Put Volk, Brainstorm on top. Then with the Wasteland. Bauble. Bauble. Okay. So they're fetching away the Savannah. If I remember correctly. Left it on top. Redraw those. Take a fresh draw. Cast the Brainstorm. Alright, at least we can shuffle some things. Let's get rid of Bauble. I think it's actually just one of these lands. We'll cast Ponder. And shuffle. Alright, got a lot of those. Lots of those. They find a cavern, we're pretty toast. No cavern. They're just trying to play around Daze. We need to find Wasteland and threats. Brainstorm could find both. Let's do that. Threat and force. Okay. Bottom a Daze and a bolt. No. Bolt and Daze on top. Probably wind up milling over the Daze. At this point I wish I had that third land, but I figured we would have found a fetch. And I wouldn't want 4 lands. There. Now they're gonna Nadu. No cavern. 3 cards, one of which is Illusionist. Force. I'm gonna pitch one of these Dazes. And bottom a Daze. Alright, they're just forcing back, and now I can't double Daze. I'm a moron. Pitch the Illusionist. Okay. Well, hopefully last card is Nomads, and they play it. They didn't. Hopefully they block. I don't think they will. Nope. I think we need to just find another force. Darcy number 2. Ponder. Guess I can take a land, cast another Ponder. Let's do that. Play the land. See if we can find a force. Bottom, bottom. No force. No force. Alright. I'm not convinced they played this right. Okay. They don't have anything. I like that. Go Bauble. Bottom. There's the force. Okay, that's nice. Bauble them. Tameo. Don't care too much about that. They'd probably fetch it away though. Okay. If they bolt Nadu, they can force Tameo. And they do get to put Tameo in their hand. So now if they have a force, they could pitch cast force and play around my Daze. Okay, it worked. Draw the force. Maybe we just let Tameo go. Let's surveil. A little info first. It's a lot of lands, huh? I think we let it go. Oracle. Also fine. Love a lightning bolt. Another Darcy. Well, get in for 3. Darcy number 2. They did put a card on top. Presumably it was that one. They have 1 card. Force is not going to help us. Reason Borrower. That's fine. So they probably chump with Tameo. No, they're going to go to 1. Fair enough. Nice. Whew, that was close. Alright, breakfast. We need these pyros. Gauge is probably just barely good enough against them. Since we're so interactive, it's nice to shut off a chunk of their deck. I guess Submerge is probably pretty good. Brazen Borrower. Don't think Consign is good enough. I don't think Surgical is good enough either. Meltdown does kill Shuko. Deals with constructs. I'll play one. I don't love it though. Trim a Cori. Bauble. Basic Island. Jane? Jane doesn't seem great. I'll trim one of the Dazes on the draw. Another Bauble. Maybe Meltdown just isn't good enough. I think I do want one though. Trim another Steel Cutter. The more you're required to interact, I feel like the worse Steel Cutter is for you. It's just tough to tap out like that. Alright, they mulliganed. That's good at least. This hand is not bad. Tameo? Tameo off a basic. I think I have to force this. Feels bad. Bolt. Not bad. Let's play Thundering Falls. Pyro. Yeah, I'll keep that too. Correct this Bauble. We're drawing a Nadu. It's a pretty good one. Okay, that's pretty good for us. That's fine. Let's go ahead and waste them. And play a Darcy. Another Surveil land. Get rid of a Nomads. Brainstorm. We cast the Brainstorm. Gives me Delirium, so get rid of that. Get rid of these two lands. Fetch. Play a Bauble. Get rid of that land. Drawing a land. Alright, let's hope they don't have protection or we draw Daze. Would be nice. Ponder. Brazen Borrower. Don't think that's good enough here. Oh, oof, it worked. Nice. Then we drew a Force. Okay. Let's play Cage. Another Force. I'm gonna keep it for now. Get in for 3. I have 2 cards. Another Nadu. I'm gonna Force. I'm gonna keep this Force. Might be the card we need 2 turns from now. Uh-oh. They did not shuffle. Don't like that. Get in for another 3. Saga. Okay. Love a blue card. I don't think I dump this Bolt, though. Wasteland. I don't care about Saga. Just hit the Savannah. They scooped beforehand anyways. I mean, we had Saga beat because of Bolt. Saga wasn't even that good. I don't think they were supposed to keep it. Well, we absolutely slaughtered them. Aside from, we lost to the Epic Storm, and I punted. It wasn't like a lock if I didn't punt, but it was definitely winnable. And then from there, we just didn't lose any games. Pretty good. Maybe I should just show up at Eternal Weekend with Tempo. I do get a lot of bonus points for people just assuming that I'm not doing this. But yeah, I mean, the list felt very smooth, as I would expect. I think I like the main deck a lot. I do like the abundance of Brazen Borrowers. Cori-Steel is nice, but I do think it gets boarded out a lot. I mean, maybe I'm wrong in doing that, but like any matchup where you're pressured to be very interactive, you just can't afford to be tapping out in your main phase. Which is fine. It makes sideboarding easy. It's kind of obvious when you want it and when you don't. So yeah, it's unsurprising that Hamp took down that event with this deck. Feels very strong. So congratulations again, Hamp. And thanks again for the Dono deck. If you want to see your deck played on the channel, of course, you can look down in the description below and send it. See everyone in the next one.